You're out of. I get into it real quick. You see that? All right. Well, let me first say. Well, you know what? Never mind. I'm just gonna
I got a comment, but I'll save it to the start of the show.
Oh.
Very simple. It's, it's to you, Victor.
Oh
Oh.
shit.
A little twist there. Well, let's get into it. Well, welcome to Tangy Tea of Life. This is where we talk about any and everything. I am your host, Veronica. It has been a hell of a day. Like, it's been a long day for me. I just want to go somewhere. I just want to hang out on someone's beach and maybe butt naked and just.
We just gonna start off all wrong.
No, I don't know if that's wrong, bro. She get some bells for that one, bro.
Oh man, it's been a long day. Let me say that. It's been a long day. Welcome to what is this? The Tangy Tea of Life.
Oh Lord, well, you done did the intro already. Don't you know
Once
that?
again, this is where we talk about any and everything. This show is being brought to you by Hip Hop Fitness with Veronica. Wednesday nights, 7 p.m. Saturday mornings, 9 a.m. Big Gary Gym in Darlington. $5 per class. We get a good workout in. Hello, my brother, Victor Dammit Boy White. How are you on this fine Tuesday night?
I was a little late to the show. I had to do some self-care before I came to the show. So if I fall asleep,
Listen.
I ain't even got no pants on right now because I had to rush. But I washed my hands, so we cool. Hey, they talked about self-care, so I'm saying, hey, every now and then you got to do a little maintenance, make sure shit still, operational.
Hey.
So, hey.
Yo, we got a guest. We got a guest joining us tonight. What the hell?
Oh, do we?
Yeah, my robot. What the hell? My robot joining us tonight.
What?
Lost in space. That's what.
That's my robot.
Oh gosh, Brother Fatine is back with us. WBLS radio station, New York.
Thank you,
So
thank
glad
you,
to
thank
have
you.
you join us this evening, my brother. But yeah, it's been one of those days. It's been one of those days. Like I just need a woosah. Like seriously, I just need to go to someone's beach and
Pull
just.
your hair back, grab your ears, grab your ears, close your eyes, and woosah 3 times.
I woosah right before I sat down in this chair. I feel great. I woosah. All my problems today went fucking away.
Oh well, maybe I should try that.
You pissa just now.
I don't know what it was, but I don't have a care in the world right now.
Well, I said my statement to you. So it is September. Now, are you jumping ahead with that jacket in the back for the harvest season in a sense of autumn coming in? Or are you jumping ahead to be the big pumpkin for Halloween with that jacket? Tell me, bro. I need to know. Are you doing something on Halloween with that jacket?
So normally, I'll just say this. Normally, anytime I put something behind me, it's something that I've already worn, right? Or recently worn. But I was scrambling to sit down because I was discombobulated and grab something I haven't worn yet. So I didn't get a chance to move it because, like I said, I don't have any pants on right now. So
Halloween is coming up, y'all, or autumn is
it's
coming
red.
up. It don't look. It look
Yeah,
orange.
I thought that was red.
Oh, it looked orange to me.
No, it's red. It's red. It's a red coat.
Are you serving fortune cookies with that jacket or what?
I might.
It's a nice jacket. I like it. Well, what's going on, everybody? Thank y'all so much for joining us on this Tuesday. We appreciate y'all so much. Let's see who's out there. Mr. Sammy, wait a minute. Let's talk about Mr. Sammy right quick, shall we?
Please.
I am so happy that Mr. Sammy thinks about us every single time he has something going on. Family and friends gathering. He's always inboxing and inviting us to his gatherings. And I just want to thank him so much. We had a great time at his Labor Day family and friends cookout. We even got a Tangy Tea topic going, and we just sat around and we had a great time. And it always feels good when you can sit with a bunch of folks and just have a great time without any foolishness, any, you know what I'm saying? Like just having a great old-fashioned time. And that's exactly what we did Labor Day at Mr. Sammy House. So Mr. Sammy, thank you so much. We appreciate you. Gonna give you a heart. Love you for always watching the show. Like he watches every single time we go live. We appreciate you so much, Mr. Sammy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I know these brothers probably have something to say as well.
First of all, I was able to attend even though I had an invite before, and I wanted to attend, and I'm glad I attended. The food was great. The people was great. Welcoming atmosphere. You have a beautiful home.
Mm-hmm.
I learned a lot by listening to, as we talked, we sat around and we talked. So I learned a few things. I should say learned a few things. My eyes were open to a few things. So I have a lot more respect for him now because he stated from the beginning where he stands at, and I get it.
Mm-hmm.
I get it.
For me, Mr. Sammy, a brother in the order, just a great brother from day one, just participating here. But this is my first time, not the first invite, but the first time that I was able to attend this event, and it was good people. I enjoyed myself. As Victor said, we had the Tangy Tea topic. Mr. Sammy took us around the outside of his home, and just very interesting. I really enjoy what he's been able to do. A very creative brother, very strong black man, just strong man, but still for me as I look at him as an elder, just really a regal person. Mr. Sammy, I do have that information. I will hit you up after the show, which you had requested. But I just had a great time. And then to be out there with Veronica and Victor, just, and like Victor said, in Veronica, we had a little sit down. And the great thing about it, it was a variety, not a larger group of people in a sense in our circle, but it was a variety of people, different age. And when you can sit down with elders and hear what they have to say and then put our opinions in there and converse about it, it was just really a good time and a great way to end, the unofficial end of summer, which, we look at Labor Day. So thank you, Mr. Sammy.
Mm-hmm. We appreciate him so much. And all of you that watch the show, we appreciate y'all so much. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Tanya. We met Marlene at the cookout as well. She was super, super nice. We appreciate you.
She
Hey,
want to fight.
Stacy. Yeah, she
Yeah,
wanted to
she
fight.
want you.
She wanted to fight you, Victor.
Yeah, Victor. Damn it, boy, White. Mhm. And the Victor talks a lot of stuff. He opened 10 doors for kids and men and women. You know, he opened door and held the door for people. I mean, he just talks a lot of hot air.
Well, we all know that was a lie. Hi,
It was,
Stacy. Hey, Carol. We missed you. We wish you was home, Carol. But Carol lives in Texas, and she joins us each and every week. We appreciate her. That's Mr. Sammy's sister. Hey, Thomas. Hey, Lisa.
if
Alicia.
Car-
So glad to see you all on here. Hey, Patricia.
if
LaShonda.
Mhm.
Rodney, thank you so much for the stars. We appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you to all of you who watches Tangy Tea of Life. And we definitely want to get out there. So, you know, if you guys having a cookout, we invite us. We'll come out and mingle with the folks. But we only Mr. Sammy's cooking. Just
Ron, he saw you trying to get a free meal.
Yeah. I was gonna say we go to Texas, we get that plane ticket. We out. We do Tangy T live from Texas.
you know, Carol be all for that too.
Definitely, we can go to Dallas, Texas.
Her and her little son room. Well, once again, thank you, thank you, thank you to all of you for watching. We appreciate you. All of you that who are new on here, we appreciate you. Hey, Karen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, guys, anything going on your way before we get into this email letter? Or do y'all want to jump right on in?
So no.
Well,
I just
I
want to
think
say
that.
happy birthday to someone. And I would just leave it at that.
Oh, please share.
Please share.
Well, happy birthday to someone special who may be watching the tea tonight. Happy birthday to you. Wishing you many more birthdays to come.
I just want to say something real quick. We're not going to get into this tonight, but I was pleasantly surprised of a video that I sent to Victor and Veronica. It was a I believe it was a Hispanic male. I believe he was Hispanic or light-skinned black. And a woman had asked him some advice, a relationship advice. And the advice he gave her was similar, almost the same advice as the late Kevin Samuels had given certain women. The only difference in this is that this man did not put the woman down. He did not put women down, but he gave similar advice. And Veronica's response, as a woman, she said she pretty much agreed with the advice. And when I mentioned about that he didn't come off as being disrespectful to women, Veronica said that's what it's about, you know. And that's one thing I want to get into one day is, can we as people, but especially our women, take advice, criticism? We talked about this, different letters or whatever, can take critical advice or constructive criticism if you're not being disrespectful or put down, but can you really take advice? Can you really look yourself in the mirror after, especially a man give you advice, instead of jumping on us as men and saying, well, you give us advice, but you do this and do that, you know? So that was interesting. So I kind of applauded and was pleasantly surprised when Veronica said that yesterday.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely, it depends on how you bring it to us. You know what I'm saying? I don't think a lot of us have a problem with the man. What, Victor? I'm just
listening.
saying.
I ain't said a word yet.
It depends on the tone and all of that. Like Kevin Samuels. Now, I can't say that I agree with some of the things that he said. Some of the things I didn't agree. But a lot of the things was how he said it and how he made the women feel when he was saying it. It was like he was putting them down at the same time. You're trying to give advice, but you're also putting them down at the same time. It's either give them advice or put them down. He was doing both. And you know what I'm saying? I think he would have gotten more respect if he was a little nicer about it, if that makes sense.
So, and it's not a personal attack on you, but I'm gonna attack the female species for a moment. Y'all are the most loving and hateful people in the world at the same time. A woman in love will say some of the nastiest things to the person she loves. And I've heard that personally. And it's crazy that you can confess the love that you have for someone and then turn around in an argument and it'll just snap. Like the way y'all dig is crazy. Now I'm not saying men don't do the same thing, because I can be very, very, very creative if I'm trying to hurt your feelings. But I just always have noticed that women take it there first. But if the man takes it there as well, he's being a bully. Y'all, this new word y'all learned 3 years ago, he's a narcissist. He's being aggressive. And yeah, we talked about that yesterday, but you know, it's when they get on there, and one thing I can say, when somebody get on there and say a no good man or he's a no good man, that's a real shot to a man's ego. And y'all don't realize, oh, I just called him no good, but that's everything. So, you know, what y'all might think is not important, it kind of is. So just watch how you say certain shit.
I mean, I think I'm a little sensitive when it comes to that, and I'm not going to say that I never done it before, but I'm just real sensitive, because I'm like, if I'm like, I wouldn't want no one to hurt my feelings like that, you know. So I'm a little sensitive when it comes to my words. But hey, this is the new Veronica speaking. This is the new Veronica, okay? But I try to be careful with my words now.
You know, one thing I used to kind of just like whatever, but the older I get, the more it kind of stings when I hear a woman say this about a man. When a woman call a man a bitch, it's just something about that word. It stings. And I've heard a woman call her man that one time, and he didn't do anything. He just kind of looked at her, but I was just like,
she called him that in front of others?
Other people. She sure did.
Wow.
Wow. But that wasn't her first time. So, I mean,
well, you know, this is the first time I ever thought this tonight. This is the first time I took a minute to listen to what you both said, and I went back. The first time I ever thought this one. I'm going to say it real quick. We in society, we're taught that as growing up, we are looked at as the woman, the girl, as kids, we're the stronger species. The girls are easygoing. Don't pick on them. Don't do this. We're stronger than them. So we grow up that way. So the women, we look at the women being weaker, strength-wise, a little bit more fragile. But then as we get older, we run into some women who wants to get up in our face, think that they can go toe to toe with us. And see, what happens sometime with that, it's not that we snap. Don't think we snap and lose it. It's just that, oh, you want to cross that line and come into our world? You really want to come into our world? And we throw it back to you. See, when you cross that line and you come into the man's world, now it's like, oh, you here, you got the word, you got the this, that, another. And when we throw it back, then you want to retreat and say, oh, we a woman, you being a bully. See, that's what, and this is the first time I thought about this, but I felt that, because when you cross that line, when you want to come into our world, you in our world now. And then don't try to come in our world and use your rules in our world. Don't do that, because when you do that, it's off limits sometimes. I'm not saying, again, that's how we are projected in society. We grow up like this. And then when you cross that line, you know, just like we crossed that line and got a little feminine, y'all label us as what? You know, we gay, we this, we that. So you understand? When we cross that line, the rules change. So when you cross our line, the rules change. I'm not saying us, the men, to beat y'all up or this, that, and other, but if y'all want to throw the words, we can throw them back. And see, when you cross that line and you want to come into our world, then you're going to get dished like a man. And that's the reality sometimes. That's why you see sometimes men hit at what you consider low blows, but y'all didn't cross that line. If y'all don't cross the line and then we just being abusive and disrespectful, I don't tolerate that. But y'all got to be careful because some women, not all, some women feel, yo, I can cross that line. When you cross that line, you got to deal with some of the rules that's on the other side. That's the first time I thought of it, and that's how I feel.
Yeah, I just need to know how to hold your tongue.
Why should we? If you're gonna cross that line, why should we? You call me a B, I call you a B back. What's the problem?
What?
What's the problem? You call me a B, I'll call you a B back. Don't play those things with me. Don't cross that line, because once you cross that line, you open up for the repercussion. You cross that line and call me a B, then the possibility of me calling you a B back is there. Not saying I won't, I will, but don't think I won't. See, that's what I'm saying. Don't cross that line.
So if you and I get into it, and I'd be like, you know what, 15, just shut the F up. You was a little.
You shut the F up, Veronica. What's the problem? You got it.
What are you gonna call me a B back?
You call me a B? No, you didn't call me a B. Did you?
I just said that.
Oh well, that's all right. You're gonna be a B back then.
Oh my God.
Because you're gonna give me, you want the same, you want respect, then I want the same respect that you give me and vice versa. Or like how I say, I give you the same respect that you give me. Once you disrespect me, then gloves are off. Gloves are off. That's why I keep saying, don't smack me in the face. Because you smack me in the face, you bound to get smacked back.
You call me a B word, I'm gonna put some oil in your gas tank and have your car smoking like you goddamn, like you damn cranked up a train or some shit. I damn sure will. I'll pour a damn whole quart of oil in your gas tank.
Wow.
I sure will.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hopefully
no mosquitoes will be around you. I've done it before.
Mm-hmm.
So if you see somebody car smoking, they probably call me a bitch.
Yeah.
Well, grown folks don't do that, do we?
You said what?
Grown folks don't do that.
Hold on. Hold on. Wait, my kid.
Do we? Oh.
Shit. Oh, did you see?
Somebody put some sugar in it.
Oh no, I ain't want to mess up the car. But I will have you smoking.
Oh, Briac.
Like exactly.
So what happens when he goes there first? Is it open season? Then of course it is, Brie. Of course it is. I said that if we cross that line with you, then it's open season. That's right.
Oh yeah. Well, see, and that's the thing. As long as we stay on, I always say this: if we stay on subject, it will never get disrespectful if we stay on what we arguing about. But the moment you start going outside that, then it gets personal.
That's why you don't let things.
If you coming to me and you telling me to pick my clothes up off the floor, and then next thing I know, you telling me you tired of getting dookie stains out my drawers, then that's something completely damn different. I don't want to hear that. We argued about the clothes on the floor. We should have been arguing about the doodle stains later on. So, you know what I'm saying? Keep it on subject.
Wow.
I thought that before we go into the letter, I thought Bree wrote an interesting comment. She said, you got to be open to changing and seeing a different perspective about yourself. It doesn't matter how constructive the criticism is if you are not open to receive it. And that means, Bree, for me, that's a closed person. And when you have a closed-minded person, where's the growth? And you're right. If they're not open to growing, then the relationship can go but so far because they are going to get stuck. You got to realize there's momentum. Nothing really stands still. Either you move forward or you move backwards. You don't really stay stagnant. People say you stay stagnant. The world moves ahead and you wind up moving backwards. So How
about that one, Fatim?
Once you start winning the argument changes to something they can win at. Yeah, sometimes they do change it once they get, that is true. Anybody, that's defensive. Yeah, that's a defensive, and then that puts it, that's a defensive move when you're losing. Mm-hmm.
Or they'll do this. They'll start rubbing, or they'll down start doing this or go take a shower and forget their towel. You know what I'm saying?
That don't phase me if I'm mad, bro. That don't
What?
phase me. That
Oh,
don't phase me.
it phased Victor though.
Damn right.
Don't phase me.
I ain't even mad no more.
Nipples come out looking like headlights. Don't matter. If I'm mad, dude. That's all good.
I ain't mad. Bring your fuck ass over here.
Okay.
Oh gosh. Well, I know we got a letter. I didn't mean to start that, but hey, what the hell?
Yeah, it's all good. You know how we do.
Yes, we do.
All right. Well, welcome, folks. Welcome for those of you who are just joining us. We was just talking about something Fatine brought up, but now we're getting ready to get into the email letter that we received. And when I got this information, I was like, say what now? Like, who does this? But we've got some strange letters, so I don't know why I still let letters surprise me when I read them. But anyway, let's get right into it. So it starts off, says, "Hi family. My husband and I met in 2015 and we got engaged in 2017, married the same year. Believe it or not, I did not, and I repeat, I did not meet his parents until the day of the wedding. They did not want him to get married. He is an only child and they refused to let him go. When they came to the wedding, they barely spoke to me. They gave us both best wishes and they did not even attend the reception. How can you dislike someone you never met? How can you dislike someone you never even met before? We all live in the same city and they refuse to come over to the house and I refuse to go to theirs because I feel like I've done nothing wrong to neither one of them. I'm 39 and my husband is 27. We do not have any kids together. I have three beautiful children from a previous relationship. He doesn't have any kids, but hopefully in the near future, we will have kids of our own. I know all of this plays a big factor on why they do not like me, but why judge someone you never even tried to get to know? I never imagined getting married and not having a relationship with my in-laws. Do you think it is time for me to be the bigger person and set up something where we all could sit down and talk? All of these years together, you would think they would have want to spend some time and get to know their one and only daughter-in-law. This makes no sense to me, and my husband is cool with all the foolishness. He has not even tried to get us together and make peace in this family. What would you all do?"
Oh, you got to take us. You got to take. You better have something hard in that cup. If you just sip that cup, your ass.
It's very strange.
What's strange?
What's strange?
Not meeting the parents.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. Not in this circumstance.
To me, it's strange. She met him in 2015. They got engaged in 2017, married in 2017 as well. You didn't meet the parents until the wedding? Are you kidding me? That's strange. To me.
Okay.
I would want to have some type of relationship with the parents before we say I do. I mean, I don't care. Like, can we talk on the phone? Like something. I just feel like it's very odd for you not to meet the parents. You meet them the day of the wedding. They barely speak to you. They give you best wishes, and they don't even show up for the reception. I kind of want to know more of the backstory when it comes to this because it seems like there's some pieces missing.
She gave you the whole backstory. Yep. There are no more pieces. That's it.
That's it. You got the mic. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. There is a little age difference there. And she said that he is the only child. And I know sometimes parents can have only one child, especially a son. They can be a little, tough when it comes to someone that they're dating. But see, that would be my thing. Like my son, I would want to know the female he's getting ready to marry. It's just strange to me. You guys think that's not strange, but I think it's very odd that they didn't meet. So I'm gonna go ahead and let Victor talk. I have more to say, but go ahead, Victor.
So the problem is that the parents told him not to marry her to start with, and she didn't see that because maybe you tried to meet them, and the parents don't like you. They will never like you because of the age difference, and age difference. They feel like you're taking advantage of their son because you met him when he was 25 and you were 37. So, or something like that, or y'all got married. So, um, you shouldn't have even been with that dude to start with. You can't give him no kids. I know they say age ain't nothing but a number, but this guy has no kids and he's walking into a ready-made family already. That is an issue to people with one child. Because I was an only child and I dated my children's mother had 2 kids before we got together. And that was a really big issue with my mother. So of course, but me and my children's mother had 3. She was young enough to have more children, so that all went away. But I don't think y'all women really realize that really matters. So I mean, if you want to sit here and try to make it like something else, it's not. The problem is the age difference, and she will never give them any grandkids, and she's already had kids, and they will never look at her as a true daughter-in-law. It's just not going to happen. It's not.
So, okay, you got it.
No, go ahead.
So I think both of y'all have hit something on the head here with this situation. Him being the only child, me being the only child, your parents are going to be protective, slightly, or could be overprotective. I got that part. And they want the best for you. And they, in their mind, have perceived what they hope you would do, even though they have to realize they have raised you. And once you become an adult, you're going to make your own choices. But that doesn't change their perception of you and what they want. And of course, if that's being their baby or their only child. So that's number one. Number two, Victor hit on it. And some women don't want to hear this, but a lot of people, the brother doesn't have a problem with the ready-made family, but some parents have a problem with the ready-made family. And again, she's not marrying the parents, she married him. The parents ain't putting on no front for their son. They ain't putting on no front for her. They don't like the situation. They ain't got much to say to her, and that's it, because they don't really care for it. So why say something if you ain't got nothing good to say? So they just stay in the way. Isn't that better for them to go there and basically say things that's going to hurt him and hurt her? Hell with that. That ready-made family, the age thing, I get what Victor's saying. I think the dynamic of it, because people get together older and 36, 37 years old, and a woman still can have a child and whatever. So that, they probably still can have children if they choose to. But that ready-made family is bothering them. I'm telling you, his choice. And a lot of women, some brothers get married. He got married to her, so he accepted the ready-made family. So we're not saying that some men won't do that, but that ready-made family is a challenge. It's a very challenging situation. And a lot of women think that it's just cool that you're going to meet one day that guy riding on that white horse or black horse or whatever you think. And it just don't work like that. Sometimes one, like Victor said, now you got 3. That creates a problem. Again, she asked, what would you do? Let me just put this in a nutshell, and y'all can go ahead and do what you got to do. It's not about being the bigger person, sis, because when you say bigger person, it's like you are putting your pride behind you. No, it's not about being the bigger person, but have a sit down with them. But if you're willing to have a sit down with them, be willing to accept what they gotta say. You understand? Don't go over there and think I'm gonna change their mind because I'm gonna put on the charm. Be who you are. If they don't like you, not because of who you are, but because of the circumstance, you can't do nothing like that. You understand? But hopefully your husband, I just want to say, hopefully your husband will stand with you, even though you said he hasn't stood up for you. He needs to stand up. I'm not saying put his family down, but let his family know, I married this woman. This is my wife. and this is who I love, and I can't make y'all deal with her, but this is how we feel about it, and then leave it alone. That's the best way you can do it.
But see, I'm with Rodney because I feel like all of this should have been done before the wedding. Like Rodney said, she should have addressed that with them before marrying. If they then still proceed with marriage, they could respect it knowing they were heard.
That's on him, because I'm pretty sure his mom or his daddy said, I don't have nothing to say to her because we told you to leave her alone.
Yep.
So they made their stance. That's their stance. But see, I'm going to tell you this. The worst thing, the very worst thing that woman could do is have a baby with that man. Because if she do, you think the parents showing off now, they really going to show you they really don't give a shit about them other 3 kids. So the worst thing she could do, you have a baby with that man and watch how them damn parents say.
And
they gonna take
I
care of that grandchild.
And I think, yeah, they are. And I think they should have a child, because at the end of the day, why stifle? See, that's one of the things the parents are already looking at. And you're right, Victor. You're right. But that ain't gonna stop me from having a child, because I want my seed to be out here. I want my legacy.
I'm talking about her. If she have a baby with him, them other 3 kids are gonna get pushed by the wayside.
Well, they got their own grandparents. They got their own grandparents, don't they? They should have their own grandparents.
Maybe
they should have their own grandparents. Maybe they do.
The kids are always. Go ahead, Victor.
No, I just hope the older 3 kids are all by the same guy, because if they're not, I'm looking at it like
somebody on eating McDonald's. Then
I'm looking at it like, if these other 3 kids are not by the same man, and my son, who's 12 years younger than you, came up, you taking him along for the ride because he's sexually unexperienced, and you probably blew in his butt or some shit, and he didn't know what the fuck to do. So all I'm saying is she did a trick, she got him, and now the parents mad. I mean, I'm just saying that probably, I'm thinking that's what happened. So
yeah, I agree. I mean, and I'm not totally agree with the blowing in the butt and stuff like that, but I do agree that the parents they're biased. They are biased, but at the end of the day, they got married, and I hope that he accepted the ready-made family, but out of their union should come something for themselves. He wants to have a child, hopefully. You understand, to give his parents a grandchild. So, I mean, hopefully they decided, and hopefully she's able to and willing to do that. Because she ain't, man. He'd be a fool if he at 20 some years. What's his age now? 20 some years old to go childless. Childless, he'll be a damn fool. If you're watching the show, you'll be a damn fool, bro.
To do what?
To go childless if you choose to, and you still can have a child, and you want a child.
He's gonna have a baby.
He's gonna have a baby. Some way or the other, with her or somebody else.
He gonna have one.
Well, I just feel like the kids are definitely innocent in the whole situation, of course. And it's sad that the kids are always the one that be put in the middle. Like, I don't know. I think I would have had to.
How the kids put in the middle on this one? I'm just
lost.
Even in this. How they put in the middle?
Because they would like to know their.
Would they?
Maybe it's not
their step grandparents.
That's not their grandparents.
That's their step grandparents.
If they have a really good relationship with this husband,
right?
I'm pretty sure the kids want to meet his parents.
Probably.
But why would they?
Probably. But he should have. See, somebody, whoever comment was up there, they were right. That should have been determined. You, bro, you made your bed. You, sister, you accepted that engagement ring. You got married the same year. Y'all made your own effing bed. Y'all did that to yourself because you knew from day one the parents didn't want that. So don't think you're gonna bend the parents and make them do something they don't want to do. Y'all made that bed. So now your asses got a lie in it.
And Mike makes a good point. He says, what if the tables was turned if the woman was younger without no kids?
But it ain't. So
We ain't going there, Michael. We
yeah,
ain't playing that pang pound right now.
We always twist these stories, so why he can't ask that question?
He can answer the question, but it's the same advice. It's no difference. We're like we gonna change the advice.
It would be totally different if the woman was younger.
No,
and didn't have any kids.
No, if I met a woman in Charlotte, how you doing? My name Vic. Oh, Vic, my name's so and so, and I ain't got no kids. Well, you know what? It was nice meeting you. I'm out. Cause either you trying to have kids or you a damn dude. So I ain't want nothing to do with that. I'm out. Get you a couple, like I said, get you a couple of kids, spin the block once or twice, and come on back and holler at me. But all these shits out the way.
Right. And if I was older and she's younger, Michael, since you said if she's no problem having children in 2 years or less, she's gonna be pregnant, bro. She's 25. I'm a little older. She gonna have children. What do you think? If she don't have no kids
at your age now,
that's not that. I'm dealing with the letter, bro. I'm dealing with the letter. I'm not marrying nobody 27. So at this stage in my life, and I got grown, my kids are older than that. Come on. I mean, one of my child's older than that. What I'm saying is dealing with the letter at the 30, if the man is 30 and the woman is 30 at 25, she gonna get a belly. She gonna get a belly, a couple of bellies. And so what's the difference, Michael? So if you switch the storyline, she's still gonna get pregnant.
But like Bree said, okay, if they were accepting of the relationship, they would consider her kids as their grandchildren.
They're not. So. They're not accepting of the relationship. They're not. They never met her until the wedding. That should have been proof enough in them 2 years that y'all dated and you never met his doggone mom and daddy. That should have let you know I will never have a relationship with them. Never.
Yeah. And let me just say this. In my first marriage, I got into a relationship with a young lady. She already had a child. You understand? And that child had a father. You understand? My mother, I didn't project my mother as being the grandparent to that child. My mother was like a step grandparent to that child. But that didn't stop me. I was, we were trying to have a kid at the time. It didn't happen. But, at the end of the day, how my mother felt about it, a ready-made family, if she felt away, the only thing my mother said, she raised me as to become a grown man. I make my own decisions. But she didn't slight that child, and then she didn't slight that wife. She didn't do that.
And some people love kids. They don't care about that. They love the kids. Like this man, I feel if this man didn't want this woman, he knew that she had 3 kids when he met her. So he proposed, they got engaged, they got married. So evidently he could care what his parents thought.
So let me say this.
If that's the case, then he would protect her. I'm sorry, Victor. If that's the case, Veronica.
That'd be the case.
No, it's not, because she said that he don't stand up for her unless I didn't hear that right. He doesn't stand up for her in front of the parents. Go ahead, Vic. I'm sorry I cut you off.
I think y'all missing the point. Y'all living in this euphoric world. The parents want their own grandkids. That's it. That's the whole issue. They will never get grandkids. Yes, women at 39 can get pregnant. That is a very high risk pregnancy. Why would you put your body through that if you don't have to? Ma'am, I will say this like I told somebody who was close to me. You got that young boy, you was just supposed to fuck him, and that was it. But you messed around and you fell in love and you broke the code. You wasn't supposed to marry him.
Why not, Victor? She's looking for a husband. Why not?
Can I finish?
But why not, though?
All right. Like I was saying, he is way too young for you. You was just supposed to have a good time and let that boy go on by his business, have a couple of kids, because you can't give him what his parents want him to have. Because if you could, in them 2 years, you would have been pregnant. So y'all wasn't skin to skin the whole time for them 2 years. Come on, man. You ain't gonna. There's no way this woman ain't pregnant yet. If they've been trying, it is what it is, man.
Yeah, but Victor,
people be happy for them. Can they be happy for themselves? And we talked about this before on the show. We have got to stop living for other folks.
So Veronica, you went right where I want you to go. If you stop living for other people, then hell with the parents then. So why is she so concerned now about the parents? You went right where I was going. If you don't give a damn what other people say, then hell with the parents then. Hell with them.
I'm telling you what everybody else, y'all can live in this world, but that's just how we look at it. And just like Patricia said, that woman too tied and the husband don't damn know. He ain't gonna say that woman.
Oh, if her too tied and he don't know and he thinks he can have a child, that's room for annulment / divorce.
How you gonna find out? How you find out her tube's tied?
Dude,
tell me how you gonna find out. The bottom,
Victor, let's be real. If she's not getting pregnant, the first antenna goes up. Why are you not getting pregnant? You go to a fertility doctor to find out why you're not getting pregnant. If she refuses to go to a fertility doctor, that's already writing on the wall. Because the first thing is, if somebody's not getting pregnant after a certain amount of time, you say, okay, why are you not getting pregnant? We're not practicing birth control. You go to a fertility doctor. If she refuses to go to a fertility doctor, red flag goes up. If she don't give you that, say that she had her tubes tied, you're right.
How much a fertility doctor costs for team?
I don't know. I've been to a fertility doctor before.
Ain't nobody got that kind of money.
What kind of you crazy, man? You can go to clinic and go to a fertility doctor.
What clinic you got around here?
I don't know. Dude, I was up in New York, bro. I don't know.
We ain't in New York.
So I don't know the rules down here. I'm just saying. I'm just saying if she looped his ass in like that and he finds out, that's room for divorce or no.
So for team, let's start it right here.
Okay.
Patricia hit it on the head. She done had 3 babies. There is no fertility issues.
Got it. So then you then take the tube tie out of the conversation then.
I don't know.
The tubes are tied. That's what we're saying.
What?
Any kind of issues can come up with the woman's body.
Exactly. So I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go there.
There's many reasons why a woman can't.
Yes, correct. I don't want to go there.
You're right.
Because there's a lot. And some are sensitive, so I don't want to even go there. That's not this conversation tonight. Bottom line is, the parents don't like the circumstance. And it's not just about them wanting their own kids. You got to realize drama sometimes come with outside children within a marriage. Drama sometimes. You never know what these parents have went through or what they're looking at. Again, this man ain't marrying his parents and he ain't marrying for his parents. He said he loves this woman. But at the end of the day, people look at it because if the shoe was on the other foot and my kids did this, I would also sit down with them and question, do you know what you're doing? What's the circumstance? What's the situation? And if they tell me some things that I don't like, I'm not going to co-sign it. They can do whatever they want because they're grown, but I don't mean I'm going to co-sign it because they're my kids.
Victor, I don't know why you like Lisa comment. Because when I was reading the letter and I was making my statement, you all was like, she ain't left nothing out. I said there's got to be something else that she's leaving out. It's the same exact thing that Lisa is saying.
No, it's not.
Listen, why she didn't make a big deal about meeting the parents early. I'm not understanding why it's a problem now. That's what goes back to what I said. It seems like something is missing. Because now she's having a problem with it. You should have addressed this earlier before you even said I do.
That's not what Lisa's saying.
Something is missing.
No, nothing is missing.
Something is missing.
Okay.
Well, it could be something missing, but that's not what Lisa's saying. What Lisa's saying is that we should have nipped this in the bud before the marriage. That's what Lisa's saying. That's what Lisa's saying. Not that something's missing. No, it's not the same thing. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
The whole issue is the 3 kids. The woman's older. The lady put exactly what the issue is in the letter. That's the problem.
All right, whatever. Y'all never agree with me anyway, so go ahead. Carry on.
All right,
it's the truth. There's
nothing. Somebody else to make the point, and y'all be like, "Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying."
You and Lisa are not saying
the same thing.
Okay. Carry on.
His parents. So let's put it in perspective here. All right, old girl 39 with 3 kids, right? Old boy 27.
Yep. With no kids.
So I would love to know the age dynamic of the parents and the kids, because I see a lot of people Jason brought that up, saying that there could be a closer age gap between the parents and
The
her,
woman? Ooh,
or
yeah,
the
interesting.
kids and him.
Good point.
Because if she's 39, I mean, it's I ain't saying it's not rare, but it could happen. She could have a 15 or 16-year-old. You know what I'm saying? It's possible. She could have a 20-year-old. I mean, it's possible. She could have a 24-year-old. So, I mean, my whole thing is the dynamic. I would honestly want to know the dynamic of it, because mom and dad ain't cool with it, and they ain't gonna never be cool with it. So you shouldn't even be trying to force the issue, because they don't want a relationship with you. They don't.
But I do agree with her. I do agree with the woman to at least have that sit down one time. One time, if she can, have that one sit down, and you'll get your answer. Because you ask them straight up. You don't want nothing sugarcoated. And when you be ready, because you want to sit down, and when they come out with a litany and come at you, and that's their opinion, and you think that you can lay on the charm and they don't care about it, that you got your answer, and that's it. And you know where you stand, and you'll know where your husband stand, and then you move forward from there, you and your husband and your children. And that's all to it.
So you talk about, your mother sometimes on the show. Would your mother be open to sit down and talk to someone that she did not like?
Good question.
Be honest. Be honest.
I'm thinking, bro. Yeah, that's a good point, because I think of one person she didn't want me to get with. I think that she might have, out of respect for me, she might have sat down with the person, but that don't mean that would have changed her view. She might have, out of respect for me. I don't know. She's not living. If she was, I would put her on the spot. Mom, would you do that? But she's not living. So I'm only can say she might do it out of respect for me.
What's
but
that she would do it. Percentage that she would. Don't say 50. If you say 50, I believe.
40%.
And Jason, that is the problem.
That means she won't.
This is the problem with a lot of relationships. She married him, not his parents. His parents being involved are a bonus, not a necessity. And that is the truth.
Well, I knew my parents before I met you. My parents is gonna be there, rain, sleet, or snow. Yeah, we just got married, but you want me in 2 years, to say F my parents and go off with you? I can't do that, and I'm not going to do that.
But Victor and Veronica
can't F your parents.
No,
we're just saying if you love me, then love me.
You said I can't do what to my parents?
We're not saying F your parents.
Oh.
But I just read through this. I could be totally wrong, but she could have a slight attitude at her husband for not being more assertive and making the parents do more. And I think that in the back of her head, that's what she wants, or she thinks he could, even though he can't. She feels that he should be somewhat more assertive, and that getting his parents to come around more, because that's his parents, not her parents. And I think that's an underlining, because I think we always feel that our significant other could be able to work on their parents to get them to do something that they may not be willing to do for their wife or their husband. So I think she got a little peeve at him that he can't make his parents do that.
So check. I'm an only child. Fatim's an only child. Veronica has got brothers and sisters. So let me say this. My mama ain't really never liked no woman, to be honest with you. At first. Because I guess it's always that protective nature. You know what I'm saying? I'm 41, and my mama still look at me crazy sometimes, even if I mention, somebody else. So I will say this. I mean, women and men, when you're out there dating, and you need to understand that dynamic. If you're dating a woman and she has brothers and she's the only girl and the baby, that's some shit you're going to have to deal with. And I think sometimes when we go into these situations, We don't look at it like, do I really want to fight her brothers all day, every day over some dumb shit? If she is the oldest girl and she's got a whole bunch of siblings, they're going to be calling her phone in the instances that I've been in. If she's the oldest girl and their parents may or may not be alive, they go to her for a lot of things. Now, if you take the middle child, you can tell them to do what you want to do because they was probably overlooked anyway. I'm just telling you what I've seen. So, I mean, you can agree with me or disagree with me, but
I don't know if it's about agreeing or disagreeing with. I just think it varies from circumstances because I had, again, my parents passed at a very early age, but I had a college girlfriend that my mom's liked. And every time my college girlfriend would come over to the house, she never would come in my room first. She went straight to the dining room. If my mother was sitting in the dining room, they sit and they talk before and my mother and my parents both. My father was more upbeat. My mother was a little bit, she was the stern and stricter one. But females that I brought home that, they always gave them that respect. They never turned their faces. This one young lady, my mom's, knew the family, but she just didn't want me to get with for whatever the reason. She never told me. She just said she just didn't want me to get with that person. That's only one. So.
Let's get to some of these comments.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Carol says you're right, Victor. They are not happy with this marriage and have shut the door and will probably never open it. Talking about the parents, right?
Right.
Yes.
But the parents aren't the one that's okay. Cut. Toshiba. Goddess. She's going to find out that the parents didn't like her for him from the beginning and the husband didn't tell her.
I think their actions speaking.
Yeah, showing up at the wedding and then not going to the reception. Like, yeah, I still can't get past that she just met them at the wedding. Alicia, I think, is commenting after Jason. She says they both have to have that mindset only because he went against their will to marry her anyway. Patricia says if the parents have an issue with the husband or wife, it can put a strain on the marriage because you feel like you have to choose. Exactly.
But you know what? He's chosen. And I feel like that's another issue the parents have because we raised you, we are only son, we gave you this, and you gonna choose her over us. That's exactly what he did. So that's another issue probably right there as well.
That's another good point. That's a good point, Victor. And when I say good point, I'm not saying that it's not wrong, but it makes me wonder if the parents are looking at him and saying, boy, let's be real. You young. Did you get whipped? Let's be real. Because some of us men have been whipped by some tail and the bright lights of Hollywood and don't know, and you wet between your ears because you're 25 don't mean you know every damn thing. You don't know. And sometimes the parents looking at through wisdom and saying you making a decision that you're going to regret or you don't really understand so and so. See, that's how sometimes parents look at things, not because they just want to have the control over you. Sometimes they just through their wisdom realize what you're doing ain't the right decision. And he could be getting married. He could have got married for the wrong reason because he married her with 3 kids, and because he defied his parents, don't mean he totally could be in love with her. He could be whipped. He could be.
Can you ring the bell 5 times for all the men that's been whipped?
Damn it!
Ring it 5 more fucking times.
And it's true, and us men don't want to talk about it. But when we get out there, sometimes we make bad decisions. I don't give a damn if we do get married and say I do.
Some of us make bad decisions in our 40s and 50s.
That's true. That's true. But I'm just saying that sometimes your parents look at things and say, yo, you don't see it today, but then 10, 15, 20 years, and then you come back and say, I can't take it. These kids, they don't listen to me. Their stepfather's a problem. I mean, their father's a problem. And she is. And then your parents look back and say, well, I told your dumb ass, don't come there with that crap. Don't come with that crap. We told you that. We told you that.
But I mean, sometimes parents can judge wrong as well.
They can.
I mean,
but a lot of times they know character. If they are sensible people, they know character when they see it. And they know what's best for their child, even if they are adults sometimes. He's probably a good guy. That's why he agreed to be a stepdaddy this fast. Parent knows he's being taken advantage of.
Facts.
And I've been there. I got married at 23, stepfather at 23. That marriage didn't work. And you know what? And I look back.
Can we really say that this guy is being taken advantage of?
Yeah.
You can say that. We can't say he's not. We can't say he's not.
How y'all know that he really don't love?
We don't know. We don't know. What we're saying is
mean that he's being taken advantage of. It's a possibility. Yes, it's a possibility that she saw he has no kids and she had 3, and maybe the kid's father's not in their life. I'm just saying. I don't know this for sure. Maybe, but who knows that he just don't. How about if he just really loved kids and he didn't mind taking on the
go coach a basketball team or a baseball team. You be a big brother, but don't be a big brother.
Some men really love kids and they don't know.
Not the map, but because you love kids, you're gonna marry a ready-made family. That's crap. Let
me tell you what happened.
Just because y'all won't, don't mean that other men won't.
No, ain't no. Ask the men in the comment section.
How many women got into a relationship with the man? They didn't have any kids, and the man already had children. It's okay when a woman does it, but it's not okay when a man does it.
We're not saying that. That's not what we're saying.
That's not what we're saying.
But you said that we comment on what you said, that he may love kids. If he loved kids, these other things that he could do.
Yeah, I don't know that.
I don't know that. I don't know that. I don't know that.
I'm gonna tell you what happened. This is how she got him. They went on their first date. They got to talking. She knew he had no kids. They got in the bedroom. He put on a little condom or whatever. She told him to take it off, and that was it. She told him to take that rubber off. Matter of fact, she took it off. And she said, don't worry about it. I got one of them cycle calendars. You good for 7 days. And they kept on rolling from there. So I'm telling you, that's how y'all do us, man.
I don't care. Raw dog ain't gonna make me lose my mind. But you right. When you
do know that people really love one another, right?
Yeah.
There's not always a reason behind. You don't always try. You're not trying to trap someone, or you're not trying to take advantage of someone. Sometimes people are really in love.
That's true, Veronica. I agree with that. Sometimes they are. And I can't sit here and say that she's taking advantage of him. All I'm saying is stop trying to make these parents do something that they don't want to do, miss. That's all to it. Stop it.
Why him, though? Why not nobody her age?
Because she fell. Can you help who you fall in love with?
Yeah, I can.
If we fall in love with a 24-year-old, I ain't marrying no 24-year-old.
Okay, no, I'm not. Yes.
No, I ain't going to do that.
Who I fall in love with. Because the thing is we got free will. And if somebody 24 I won't even give them the chance. I won't give them a chance.
After somebody get on that little wiener and you fall in love with them.
If they made it that far, we in love. We go together.
Okay, then.
We go together. If we did it 2 times, we go together. Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, God.
We go together.
Oh, Lord.
We all Hey, I done called the benefit center. I got you as my beneficiary. All kinds of shit. 2 times? Oh, yeah. We go together.
But I want to go back to Veronica because I don't want Veronica to don't think that we don't. I hear you, Veronica, and I hear what you're saying, and you're right.
I'm sorry. Patricia hit it on the head. Y'all didn't.
I wanted to hear Fatih's comment. Where is he going?
All right. So what I'm saying is I don't want Veronica to think that I don't hear what she's saying, that yes, this man could have fallen in love with her. He could have you can't help with who you fall in love with. And even though she had 3 kids, he accepted those kids. I agree with you, Veronica, on this circumstance. And I'll give you that. That don't change the equation of why she wrote the letter. And the letter is more about the parents. So let's say he loves her. He loves the kids, But if he loves her, you cleave onto your wife. You like to quote the Bible. You like to quote God. He cleaves onto his wife. So he needs to stand up for his wife, and he can't make your parents do something that they don't want to do. Then y'all just have to be happy amongst each other and live your life. You can't make them do anything. She asks, should she be the bigger person? What is being the bigger person? The only thing is you sit down with them. If they agree to sit down with you, and they're going to tell you how you feel, how they feel, and you tell them how you feel. You may change their view on you. Maybe they don't want to meet you because their perception. When you might be right, sister. You may meet them and you may change their view on you where they may accept you more. You may be right. I don't know. But just be ready. If you do sit down with them, be ready to accept the good or the bad. That's it.
I'm just saying, like, people are so quick to judge someone without getting to know them. Get to know this lady. Okay, yes, she have 3 kids. What? But you know what? If that was my son, I'd be looking side eye too. I ain't gonna lie.
She may be a good person.
I ain't gonna lie.
She may be a good person. She may be a good co-worker, good neighbor.
I'm not gonna shut her out without getting to know her though. But I will feel some type of way. My son don't have any kids, and you have 3 kids, and you trying to get with my son. I'm like,
and she's 13 years older than him.
Yeah, how would you feel?
I'm not gonna just not talk to the girl.
I ain't gonna talk to her because my son ain't gonna talk to her.
Well, I mean, but your son.
Hey, so this is a dynamic that I've maybe 2 years they got married. The same year they got engaged. Homegirl didn't waste no time, and Mike Mills said it's a trap.
Why? Just because somebody is ready to get married? I know somebody just got engaged and they going to get married within 3 months. So what?
When is the wedding? Is it in the same year?
Yes.
Huh? And they just met?
I ain't saying they just met. I said they just got engaged.
Well, how long was they together before the engagement?
I don't know that.
So we talking 2 years. Oh, girl, she ran them down. She ran down on them.
I mean, some people are ready within 2 years to get married.
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is 2 years they was dating, they got engaged, and they got married in the same year.
Okay.
Same year now. That's really quick. That means, dude, I've never been married, but I've seen the preparations it takes. That means if they had a venue, if they had apparently they had a venue because they had a reception.
Who said they had a big wedding? They could have had a backyard wedding.
But they had a reception. I'm just saying they had a reception. So they had a venue. Venue just means they had a place. Food, all this stuff, dancing, preacher lined up. They had, somebody was making some plans here. So I just feel like she was but she was planning this.
Yeah.
Veronica. If it's simple plans, it doesn't take long to make plans. Yeah. I can book the Elks and have a reception. I can decorate my darn self.
Okay.
You Veronica? Really want to decorate your own wedding?
I sure would.
Yep. All right, Veronica.
Do you really want to decorate?
I didn't say I want to, but I would.
Answer the question. Do you want to decorate your wedding?
No, but I would.
She would.
Do you want?
No.
Thank you.
So Veronica, so let's
decorate my own. Go ahead, Patine.
All right. So let's deal with this. Let me get the story out. Your son's 16. Right. Don't bring his age up. This is just a point. Your son's 16. He's in an after school program, and there's a volunteer teacher or volunteer person there, and she's 19. They hit it off, right? And your son says, "Mommy, I met this young lady. She's 19, and we like one another." Now, I most likely you're not going to approve. You're not going to approve of them being in any relationship. Oh, exactly. But even though you don't approve, they still communicate with one another. 16, right? She turns 20. She has sex with someone, gets pregnant, but she's just experimental. She's not with that person. your son continues to communicate. When your son turns 20 and she's 24, 23, 24, she has a child. You didn't really approve of their relationship when he was a minor. Now he's grown. Now he says, Mommy, I want to marry her. What do you say? And you didn't approve of it back then, rightfully so, but they stayed in contact. Now she has a child, but she's not with that person. And your son wants to do that. Would you approve of their marriage? Would you look at it and say, this ain't the best for my son? How would you handle that now as a parent?
Before you answer that, Veronica, you ever notice when Fatim asks you a question, he gives you your answer before you do that? I noticed you do that, but go ahead.
I don't know. 16 and 19. Yeah.
But now he's 20. She's 24. One child, father not involved in the picture, but the child. They've been seeing each other since then, but undercover until he got to the point where he became 18. You really don't have, you can say so, but you can't stop him now. And now at 20, they want to get married. They're going to go to the justice of peace. That's what they want to do. What would you do? Because you didn't approve of it back then. She has a child now, and you know what you pretty much perceive, what you envision for your child down the road, college or whatever. But this is his choice now. What would you do?
It is his choice, but I will have a talk with him multiple times and make him understand what he is getting ready to get himself into. Okay. I know the bottom line is going to be his decision that he has to make because he is the adult and, you know, he is the one that have to live with it. But I'm definitely going to have my 2 cents, 4 cents, 10 cents, 25 cents. And hopefully he will get some sense and make the right decision.
What do you mean get some sense? See, the right decision. So now you see that shit? You see what I'm saying? So now I just did that for a point. Now you see how those other parents feel. You see how what I'm saying? Those parents got a feeling there something ain't right.
Let's run through a few of these, bro. Hey, so Patricia says, what I'm saying is that I think she rushed it to the parent. She rushed it so the parents wouldn't get a chance to get in the way. Probably the reason why she didn't care to meet the parents before the marriage. She probably thinking she would win them over after the marriage. Same thing what Lisa was saying as well.
It's been 2 years. They met each other in 2015. They got engaged in 2017. But so between 2015 and 2017, she didn't have enough time to meet the parents.
They didn't want to meet her.
They didn't want to meet her.
They didn't want to meet her. It's not her. They didn't want to meet her. It's not her.
So Carol says most people plan a wedding a year from the engagement.
Most people.
Okay. Jason said that man came over there with a 4 for 4, and she was cooking neck bones and rice, and he was hooked. See, that's how y'all get us right there. Jason, know. Can Jason get a bell for Team Got Dog, man?
I was reading something somebody hit me with.
Oh, word?
Neck bones sound real nice, right? Real good right about now.
Hey, I'm telling you, Miss Sammy says, before I got married, I would date a lady with kids.
I would not.
I would not date a lady with kids, not even one. Excuse me.
And why, Mr. Sammy, why? Could you answer that and come back with that? Why didn't you date somebody with children?
Now, this game right here, she reached down for a reason. And if you don't know what that means,
I know what that means.
For a reason.
That's
meaning she got with him for a reason.
Yeah. But reached down in age. There's a reason why she did that. Because of the inexperience. Exactly. The maturity, the wisdom.
So Bree says,
why is y'all mouth moving after the fact that y'all talk? Am I the only one seeing that on my end? Yeah, because it's like y'all the
Chinese movie?
Yeah, like y'all.
Why did you just do that? Why did you just?
Because she wanted to do the Chinese movie move. Hacha. That's your internet, girl. You gotta get rid of that. You gotta get rid of that cricket.
What is that going to solve? They already made it known how they feel. Forcing the issue will only cause more problems. They are being as cordial as they can. So she's trying to force a relationship, which makes no sense.
No, wait a minute. Let's go back to the letter. She said, we all live in the same city. They refuse to come over to my house. Wait, they refuse to come over to the house, and I refuse to go to theirs because I feel like I've done nothing wrong to neither one of them. So it's not like she's forcing it. She's not even going over there. But she did ask the question, do you think it is time for me to be a bigger person and set something up? But she's giving them the same energy, seem like. They don't come to her, she's not going to them. But now she's saying, should she be the bigger person and make that first step in going over to their
I
house?
said she should. She should, but be ready for whatever is dished out. Yes, I hate the word bigger person, but yeah, be the bigger person if you want to take that first step. But be prepared by taking that first step. Don't mean because you took the first step, they're gonna be sympathetic because of the first step.
So Jason said, y'all stop putting a baby on that man. He already taking care of 3. And Mr.
Wait, Jason, you want your own seed sometime, bro. You don't mind, and you may love other kids, but sometimes you want this guy's 20-some years old, bro. He want his own child.
So
you want a child that got your nose, got your arms, that walk like you, and they talk a little like you, and you want your own seed.
Well, he
That's
needs
how
to
I felt.
get with somebody who's going to give him that.
Well, she ain't 52.
So let me say this before we get there. So Sammy says he didn't want a ready-made family, and Patricia says maybe the parents are going off of something that they heard. Jason says kids cost money. Patricia says she needs to be ready for mama because she already has her mind made up about her. Facts. So let's say this being said now, and this may hit a few women in a bad place and men as well. Is that good ground, or would you be cool with your partner saying if you were the issue and couldn't give them kids and they wanted to say, I'm out. I love you, but I want a child, and you are the issue.
Yeah.
How would you feel?
Yo, that's their right. That's your God-given right. If you want to have a child and your other person cannot have a child, it may hurt, but they have a right to say they want to have a child. Ain't nobody gonna get in my way of having a child. Sorry.
So Lisa says she hasn't even made an effort at the beginning. So I'm still asking the same question. Why do it now? She doesn't care. She didn't care about it before. I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I mean, why force something? I mean, I get it. And I think and sometimes peer pressure is something else. I guess when you're around people who have a good relationship with their in-laws, and you're sitting back saying, well, I ain't even met my in-laws yet, and you got a nice big fat hunk of rock on your hand, and people want to know, well, why didn't so-and-so's parents stay at the
or come to the reception.
Or come to the reception. So I mean, that's their only child. So y'all live in the same city. It's unless I don't know. I just feel like there's not more to the story, but she has all the pieces to the puzzle. She just ain't putting it together.
Or don't want to put it together, deluding herself. That's all. Delusion. You sit there and assume what you would do, and you expect other people to do that. And that's not how it works. Some people don't give a damn. If they don't like the circumstance or like the situation, they ain't gonna scratch where it don't itch. Y'all got to get out of that. They think people gonna bend when they don't want to bend.
Hey,
because you a bend.
Can you do me one more favor? Can you give 5 bells for all the men that's been whipped?
Man, come on.
I left home.
I wish I could put baby face on a little whip appeal.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this. This is why this story kind of hits close to home for me. I met a woman. I was 20. Shit. I'm sorry. Was I 30 yet? I was like, I was 28, and she was 41. And I'm motherfucking
cougar.
I left my children's mother. She had 2 kids, bro. She had 2 kids, and from me and 2 other kids, and I left. Out. So I get it. Like, bro, he was inexperienced. She probably did something with the twirl, or you know how y'all be reading them books, and y'all go to y'all hoish girlfriend.
Them Kegel lessons and all that, like Kegel or whatever they call them.
Yeah, because y'all be putting them Kegel balls in there and be squeezing them all day long.
We don't think we don't know what y'all practicing. Practicing.
And right when he was about to get his, y'all started squeezing like that too.
And hold it. And hold on to it. Hold on to it.
But y'all say that don't keep a man.
Shit. Shit.
That's
That
what
may
I
whip
know.
a,
That's what
we
y'all
ain't never say that. It may
y'all
whip a
said
man.
two
It may
men
whip
do
a
not
man.
keep a man.
It may whip a man.
I ain't never said
Mr.
that.
Sammy didn't, and y'all clearly said this last night.
What?
That don't keep a man.
Sex don't keep a man, but sex will keep me around. There's a big difference.
Yeah.
A kept man cannot be unkept. You can't take a kept man from a woman. You can't do it.
Yeah.
But huh?
Yeah. No. Finish your thought, because then I want Veronica, you to put up Patricia's comment, because I want to take it to the next level.
Here you go.
She ain't getting none of the parents' money. They're going to leave it to charity. She put laugh out loud, but that's interesting. Sometimes parents have land and they have money, and he's the only son. Now, I don't know if they would do all that at the end of the day, but I bet you if there was some other siblings involved, I bet you they would think how they would divvy up that money, because they know that their son is going to pass on, and them children may get it. I don't know the parents. I don't want to make them out to be terrible people because they don't want to meet her. Because they don't want to meet her, it's not making them terrible, but it could have a factor on, yes, what Patricia said, in a sense of how they write their will or leave their, anything towards their child. That could affect it. Yes, it can.
Yep.
Well, I think at the end, everybody needs to make their own judgment. We as parents can only do but so much. We can, how they say that thing, we raise our kids, but at the end of the day, when they get grown, they have to make their own decisions. So I would definitely try to stop my son, trying to, help out with the situation. But at the end of the day, he have to make that last decision, and I hope it be the smart one. So,
Veronica, what about your parents? What about your parents? Again, would they say what they have to say to you if you was marrying someone that they didn't approve of because of that man's circumstance? And they would talk with you about it, but would they not come to reception, or they still would support you?
Oh, they definitely would support.
Gotcha.
They would not just not show up.
That's the respect and love they have for you.
Right. They may make their little comments, but they would definitely be there. Yeah. So, I mean, that's the thing that got me. You didn't show up at the reception. I mean, that's your son. Whether you agree with his decision or not, you still should have been there for support.
At the reception, they came to the wedding though.
The reception is important as well.
How?
I think the wedding is the most important. The reception ain't important.
There's the mother and son dance. Like, I already had all this stuff lined up, and you just don't show up. Like,
well, that's on you. You shouldn't have lined it up. You didn't even talk to me about it.
We should have took that from it.
I would want my parents to come to the reception, but if they came to the wedding, that's to me the most important thing.
Of course, the wedding is more important, but you would want them to be to the reception. You would want them to be to the entire event.
She didn't even meet her before the wedding, so it was.
Well,
so they probably ain't had no mother, son, daughter dance, a son, mama dance, or whatever.
Well,
They ain't
okay,
had
well,
none of
leave
that.
her out. Well, leave her out. We're talking about the son. I'm quite sure he wanted his parents. He wanted his parents to be to the wedding and the reception.
I don't know about all that.
You want your mama there, right?
Well, my mama gonna have a relationship with the person who I'm with too. So
Well,
that's
if she didn't.
then there wouldn't be no wedding.
Oh, so if your mama don't like them, you were not going with it.
I didn't say that. If my mother and my fiance or whatever are not cordial and they haven't met, I'm not marrying somebody my mama didn't meet. That's just not gonna happen. I'm not going to do that. And that's crazy for him to even go through with that shit. Bruh bought a whole ring and his daddy wasn't there, your mama wasn't there to hand the ring. Like, come on, bro. Like, he a
Why
whole
they gotta be
clown
there
for
to
that
hand the
shit.
ring?
Huh?
Why they have to be there to hand the ring?
But you don't understand when a man buys a ring, like I done bought 2 of them motherfuckers. When you bought a ring, it's significant, man. Like, that's an event itself. You want your peoples there. You know what I'm saying? For me to buy a ring and spend, I don't know what he spent, but the significance of the ring. Bro, your mama and your daddy didn't even see you get down on one knee if you did that. They didn't even see that shit. They ain't seen none of that. They seen nothing. That's the problem. And he is goofy as fuck for even going through with this damn wedding. That's the goofiest shit. I mean, yeah, she screwed up, but he's the most goofy motherfucker in this damn whole situation. I don't even get that. Bro, how you do that? I don't care if me and my mother is mad with each other. If I'm about to propose to somebody, she coming.
Punani makes you stand up. He want to show that again, I can't sit there and say he didn't love her, but what you're saying is, Victor, what Victor is saying, if Victor, let's just say Victor hit a chord and is right, the bottom line is he's not going to look less than a man in front of his woman because he's already younger, so he's already got something to prove to her. He's already, you see, you know what? I gotta go with Victor tonight because this mofo is he's already in an inferior situation. An older woman, a woman with kids. He's already in 3 kids. He's already in an inferior situation. So anything that he can do to look like a man, he's going to do that in front of her, even though he may not 100% want to do it. And when you are put in a position like that, you do things sometimes you don't 100% because deep down his gut may be saying his parents may be right. That's why he ain't challenging his parents because he know that they may be right. He's inferior in this situation. Older woman, he don't want to look like a boy. Come on.
So to be honest with you, at 27, I was not established. I didn't have anything. I was trying to build, but at 27, I ain't have shit. So it was easy for an older woman to manipulate me in that, and I'm not saying that she did, but it would be very easy for an older woman who already is established and has something, a stable home. I'm pretty sure this woman is taking care of her 3 kids. So I see this and I'm like, well, damn, she make this shit look easy. I could just slide in, but guess what? Bro, you did not slide out because you still got your punk ass in there. And that's the thing. It's okay. It's okay that she trapped him. It's okay. It happens all the time. And it goes both ways.
I don't think it's okay if it was I don't think it's okay, Victor, if she trapped him. I think if it's a trap, then that means that the relationship is on bull crap. It's standing on bull BS at the end of the day.
When I say trap, whatever it takes for you to get you a husband or a wife within, and it's legal, do that shit. If you got to lay between her legs and munch on that thing for an hour every night to get a woman, do that shit.
But if it's on and I'm glad you said that, Victor. So if that's the case, but if you build it on false pretenses, it most likely will fail. However, they may stay married, but there's going to be some issues and there's going to be some things. And I'm telling you, and if they have issues and he, soon as he takes it to his parents, they're going to say, they either going to say, slam the door in his face and say, boy, I done told you, now you go ahead and lay, you made that bed, you lay in it, or yo, you make the decision now. You done did this, you know. And not, remember, once they're married, he is in a, yeah, he's in a ball of mess now with them 3 kids.
So check. We all know people who will do anything to get married, just to say they're a wife, or just to say, well, I just say. Well, I don't know too many dudes who just died to get damn married. I don't know none of them, but I know some women out there that will do anything to be somebody's wife. And that almost means that she will degrade herself to do that. And I believe this woman wanted to be somebody's wife, and she saw this young dude, and she did exactly what she needed to do to hook his ass. Because it didn't take much. All she did.
2 years.
I'm going to tell you, guess what came out 2 years ago? The PS5. She bought him a damn PS5. She took the rub off, and that was it. That's all we need. Women, you want to
Yeah, doing the most.
Huh?
The PS5 did not come out in 2017.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I let y'all one slide, too.
She bought him an iPhone 10.
Now that's possible.
But I mean, to be honest with you, sometimes, and this is it, at 27, and I'm thinking back 27, there was no peace in my life at 27. There was no structure at 27. All I knew was to wake up, go to work, and come home. But dating a woman who's 39, now she's showing me things that another 27-year-old with my same mindset, who I probably wouldn't run across, who wouldn't want shit to do with me. She's showing me shit that how to be pretty much a man. She's raising me. She's showing me, babe, you could come home, go around there, play your little PlayStation. Kids, y'all leave them alone. Hell, he's probably interacting with the kids because they the same fucking age. So all that, I'm telling you, y'all don't get it, man. She got him. He crossed his parents. The parents, the only child. He crossed
the only child, yeah. You know they feeling some type of way. Let's get into what Patricia says. She says, that will make me feel some type of way if my son or daughter married someone I didn't meet, especially if we lived in the same city. Definitely. I will be feeling some type of way for sure.
Even if we didn't live in the same city.
Right.
You got to understand, we all know, and this was pre-COVID, so they got FaceTime, they got Zoom. There's 1,000 different ways you could have. We ain't got to meet face to face, but hey, Mom, this so and so right here.
This is 2015, 2017.
Why y'all ain't met? Why y'all ain't met?
It's, you know, in life, I was 20 again. 25. I can't say how mature a person may be at 25, but you still know right from wrong. I wasn't gonna marry someone that my moms didn't meet. You know that. Matter of fact, as soon as I established that this is my woman, I introduced girlfriends that this was friends I introduced to my moms. But if somebody that I was going to establish as my girlfriend, I'll go out my way to make sure that my parents met them, because I feel that my parents instilled enough in me. I'm not living my life for my parents, but I felt that any choice I make that I'm pleased with, I feel my parents would be pleased with. And I look forward to see what my parents got to say about my choice, because I feel confident in what I choose and pick. So if my parents turned off on me, I would have to look myself in the mirror and look at the overall situation, because my parents would look forward for me to bring someone home to introduce them to. But if I start giving a litany, this this young lady got a girl, a child, 3 children, my parents going to look a certain way, because I did go out with a girl that had a child earlier on, just coming out of college. My father didn't interject, but he did talk to me and say, is that what you really want? You just coming out of college, you don't have no children, and this young lady got a child. He left it to me, but he had that conversation. Is this what you really want? Do you know exactly what you're getting into? So that's the concern of a parent, and any concerned parent is going to do that. That's true.
Patine, please read this.
Michael says, I have a cousin that was living with his child's mother, but married another woman one weekend, and no one from his family was there because no one knew anything about it. Unless that was an arranged marriage and he got $5,000 for doing it, Yeah. Crazy.
I mean, crazy things happen.
We know that.
The entire time he was messing with that other woman, but living with his kid's mother, he said?
He said he messing with another woman. It could have been arranged.
He had to be. For him to just up in one weekend marry someone else.
Could have been a marriage that was a financial situation, or it could have been the point that he wasn't in love with the woman. It was just convenience that he was living with.
So you think this man was messing with this woman the entire time?
No. I told you about contract marriages in the military. Yeah. That happens all the time.
Yeah, contract marriages, because they make money. That's why I say $5,000.
So one weekend he just gonna wake up and be like, I'm getting married, blah blah blah.
I do it.
But a lot of us told why we were doing it. A lot of us just didn't get married and say that's our wife. A lot of us because I've been propositioned years ago, and I know a couple of people that was in those arrangements, and they told people, look, I'm making this arrangement marriage because I'm getting X amount of dollars. And that's what it's done. You know what I'm saying? And they go their separate way. And after that, they get their divorce and keep it moving.
Hey.
Right, Carol, you definitely know it's the mother, because I will be that mother.
I just saw that comment too. I just saw it.
His dad is probably cool with it. It's his mom that has issues. We don't know that, so I'm not jumping there. I don't know that.
I would say if the mama was cool with it, everybody cool with it.
Yeah,
but if the mama ain't cool with it, hey,
but a lot of fathers don't feel. A lot of fathers, again, I'm not saying the mother's not cool with it. A lot of fathers are not with that ready-made family with 3 kids, man. They're not. A lot of fathers is like, yo, son, what are you doing? What are you doing? So y'all can say that. Y'all could be right. I'm sticking with they both kind of in agreement that they think that their son could do better.
Now, this is what I'm saying. The father might not be cool with it, but we talk about this her only boy now. This is her only boy. Right. Her only child. Ain't no damn, if she ain't cool with it, ain't nobody cool with it. Mm-hmm. And the daddy better not take his ass over there either.
Don't you even speak to him.
Though you better not. And get what he
see, that's what I'm saying. We'll be here for another hour. I hear what y'all are saying. I understand that. But if I'm my own man, I'm gonna do what I want to do. And I know some fathers, the wife ain't cool with it, and I'm cool with it. But if I want to go see my son, I'm gonna go see my son. If she there, she there, and that's how it is. I got what y'all saying. I get it. But there's some men that don't operate like that. They just don't.
Mike, I already knew that was the situation. Mike says he was dealing with both of them at the same time. She'd never met the parents until afterwards. Of course. Mr. Rita did say some people get married out of spite.
That wasn't out of spite.
Nope.
Why would I do that? And I'm well, being the only child, maybe. But
you know what? She got 3 kids. She got 3 kids. She got 3 kids, right? Don't mean that she's trifling. She could be a independent woman. The children's fathers could be doing what they need to do and not dealing with her. She could be a good-looking woman, and this man really fell in love with her. But I'm just looking at the dynamics of this for a man 25 at this stage of the game. If he's committed, this parent thing is bothered. It's just a different dynamic there. There's a different dynamic, and I just think that there's something that the parents, because the parents are acting as a collective. So there's something that they're seeing that he's not seeing, or he don't care to see. And he
So,
could be right, and their parents could be wrong.
so for team,
Yes, sir.
I lost my train of thought. Uh,
Mm.
I really did. I really.
It was a
Oh,
lot.
this is what I want to say. I feel like the woman bossy as shit. If your mama don't want to talk to me, I ain't talking to her. And now that shit's starting to weigh on her because maybe he weighing on her. I mean, we could what if all night long.
Yeah, we could.
But for a mother, I mean, she's a mother now. Gotta understand, this guy's wife is she has 3 kids. So you mean to tell me it's okay for your kids to get married and not meet you? That's basically what she just said, and that's the example that she said. That it's okay for her 3 kids, whoever they are, to get married and just invite her to the wedding and y'all will meet there.
Y'all still talking in Chinese to me.
Fatima ain't even moving.
I'm not. I mean, I'm moving. Because I just because there's just so many what ifs tonight. We doing so many what ifs, and I think when we come back to the letter, is I answer it. You take the biggest step. You try to meet with the parents, put everything on the table, and you'll get your answer and move on from there. That's it. We can go what if all night.
All I'm saying is it just. All I'm saying is it just seemed like she's saying it's okay for her kids to do that to her. It's okay. So let that, ma'am,
For her kids to do what to her?
get married and not have a relationship with and leave her and not have a relationship with her in-laws. That's exactly what she's saying. Because she did it.
I want to know what the relationship is between the son, the only parents, because it takes a lot for you to marry someone to go against your parents. It takes a lot for you to do that. What makes you go against your parents? Again, you live in your own life. I got that. I got it. You're not a puppet of your parents. I understand that. But, it's just a different dynamic. These 3 kids wasn't there. It's jump into a ready-made family. I wonder what kind of job he has. Maybe she's established. I do, know people that have had 3 kids that they take care of, women that take care of their 3 kids and don't need nothing from a man. They don't need it. But when they got married, I just wonder what their marriage is based on. It's just, Veronica, there are some parts that are left out. I don't know if those parts will give us just a better look into it. It would give us a better. Yeah, I gotta come back to you. I don't have a problem. There's some better, but I still think this what she said in the letter and her asking the question, what should she do? I think we gave her that answer. But I think we can get a little better look into this. We'll have a real better look into it if we got the parents' point of view. Right off the bat, as soon as we got the parents' point of view, we'll be done. We have our answer because the parents are telling
point of view. They don't fuck with her.
Then that's it. They ain't gonna fuck. They ain't gonna F with her.
So
I don't know what answer she's looking for. I just think that she can put on that charm and it may work, but I doubt it. But it may work. They parents may say you put that crap on my son, but you ain't putting that on us.
The daddy might want to know, hey man.
I'll leave that alone. Leave that alone. Leave that alone, man. Leave that alone.
Final thoughts?
Boy, run.
Y'all on a delay on my end.
Veronica, you're not even delaying on our end.
Yeah, you're not delaying on our end.
Really?
Y'all
that's
cricket.
Mad delay.
That's cricket. That's cricket you use.
That is not cricket. That is
who?
Spectrum.
Yeah, I'm on Spectrum. You hardwired?
You here? I'm looking at you on the computer. Is you fine?
Yep, you've been fine all night. Victor been fine.
Well, thank you.
Oh, well, we already told you that. Stop it.
Victor cannot stand. Victor cannot stand it. It's all right, Victor.
So my
Brother.
final thoughts is you a clown, you screwed up. Ma'am, you a clown, you screwed up. You made your bed, not lay in it. That's all I can say.
Yeah. All I could just say is my final thoughts is, bro, continue to try to have a relationship with your parents because you only get one set of parents, you understand? And you don't want to regret anything when they leave this earth if they leave here before you. That's number one. Number two, sister, if you want to have that come into Jesus talk with them and they agree, have that come into Jesus talk with them and hear what they have to say and accept what they say. And if you can't change their point of view on you, then that's it. And if you and your husband is happy and y'all can just go ahead and continue to live your life, then live your life and be happy with one another. And that's it.
That's it. That's the entire thing. First of all, thank you to this young lady for writing this letter. But just like you just said, Patine, it's all boils down to the two people that are married. They have to live for them. They have to be happy for themselves. Yes, we love to, to know what our parents, some of us love to know how our parents feel about someone that we're, involved with or whatever. But at the end of the day, we have to make that decision. We have to live with that person. So he saw fit to marry this young lady with 3 kids. So live your life. If that situation, I don't want to talk about it. Because I would be heated, but at the same time, my son would have to make that final decision. So, but enjoy your life, live life to the fullest. You only get one. Stop worrying about people outside of your marriage, outside of your relationships, and just live and be happy. I said over and over again, that's why so many relationships don't last, because they so worry about what others are talking about, what others are thinking, can't do this, they don't want to say this, they don't want to post this, they don't want to, because they so worried about other people. Live your life. Life is short, man. Live.
Victor.
And on that note,
yeah, a little whip appeal, baby face, please.
I would love for you to give 5 more bells to everybody.
Oh my gosh. Here we go. Who had a final thought? Carol says YOLO. What's that mean? What do it mean?
You only live once.
Okay. Okay. I knew that. They're gonna cut us off.
I only gave a little bit. We don't own the rights to that music.
As I smoke my cigarette. But on the real though, people need to live. Stop worrying about other folks. Like, one, live, Victor. But Victor said his mom, well, I'm just saying, enjoy life. Thank y'all so much for watching Tangy Tea of Life. We appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for your comments. We appreciate y'all so much. It's been a hell of a day.
Yeah. Should we tell the people that Veronica's going to be in the bed? Veronica's being in the bed, but me and Victor's going to do Tangy Tea after dark with a couple of bunnies, and we'll let y'all know when that take place.
Yes, y'all definitely can have that. Yeah, I definitely can take that on. I want no parts of that action. But yeah, when people write letters, they want our opinion. That is exactly right, Jason. And we appreciate y'all for leaving y'all comments. And, yes, I'm quite sure we help a lot of people out. making their decisions. But
Bunnies and jackrabbits, Natasha said.
bunnies and jackrabbits. All right, y'all. Have a great night. Thank y'all so much. Sanctity of Life being brought to you by Hip Hop Fitness with Veronica. Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Saturday mornings, 9 a.m. Gary Gym in Darlington. And let me say this. Starting Monday, September 12th, I am offering a new class, but it's not at the Big Gary Gym. I will still have my classes, my 2 classes at Big Gary Gym on Wednesday and Saturdays. But this class right here is for seniors. I say 55 and up, but of course we're not discriminating. I'd say come, whoever come, but this is definitely for seniors. It's not going to be a up-paced class like I have at Big Gary Gym and at McLeod. It's for the seniors, so spread the word. It's going to be at the Pine Recreational Center in Darlington on Jessamine Street. It's right there by the Bear's Den, as they called it, the Golden Bear's Den. I think that's Patricia, right? The Golden Bear's Den. But yeah, that's going to be on Mondays from 6 p.m. until 7 p.m. So seniors out there, come get a good workout on and get fit. Hip Hop Fitness with Veronica. Guys, thank y'all so much for watching tonight. We appreciate y'all.
Somebody said he'll write Santa Claus before they write a letter to us because we roast them.
Don't do that. We give great advice, and you all in the comments, y'all do as well. It's just up to them if they take it or not. So, but guys, have a great night. Thank y'all so much. Brother Fatine, all the way WBLS radio station, New York. Appreciate you. My brother Victor, damn it, White. Damn it, boy, White. Appreciate you.
Boy.
And we appreciate our host and creator and founder of Tangy Tea of Life, our hostess with the mostest, Sister Veronica.
Thank y'all so much. Yes, Jessamine Street. I think it's 310 Jessamine Street. Well, hopefully I'll be laid out on somebody's beach this weekend, soaking up the sun.
Oh. Bathing suit, feet out. Oh.
2-piece.
2-piece.
What?
There a problem? I'm not ready for a 2-piece just yet. Okay, I'm still working on that.
Understand this. This is what I don't get, and I'm gonna let it go. A woman could say, "I ain't ready for a 2-piece," but we done seen you naked. Go and put that 2-piece on, girl.
You seen me naked. Well, not you, my brother, but I'm just saying. Not everyone has seen us naked. What? What are you laughing at?
Tasha.
I don't even know what that means. It's a bell.
I said this for all the ripped fellas. And then Tasha talking about Jason.
She said Jason Whip.
I don't think she was responding to that.
No.
All right, guys. Well, thank y'all so much. We appreciate y'all. Of course, we'll be going back and reading comments. So thank y'all so much. Have a great night. Have a great weekend. We appreciate each and every one of y'all, and we will see y'all on the next Tangy Tea of Life. Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Spread the word. Let the folks know we are here and we are bringing the tea. Have a great night, guys.
Buenas noches.